Jimmy Butler
not.
does not have superstar talent, but you can't tell him that, and that's why he's a star. His reach exceeds his grasp. Why does he have a problem with authority? I see this very differently than you.
Okay.
I've been going at Jimmy Butler kind of hard, it would seem like from the outside. I'm just telling you the truth, how I feel about it. And I don't think he's the best player on a championship team. And I would be hesitant to give him a supermax contract. Mm-hmm. That's the fact of the matter. Jimmy, I hope you get your money.
He'll get his money. Just ain't going to get the supermax.
But let's talk about Jimmy Butler and authority. He doesn't like authority. Let's think about what that means. What has authority told Jimmy Butler from an early age, since his mom kicked him out of the house, right? When he was basically homeless at 13. What has authority told Butler, and what has Butler had to tell authority? Authority told him, leave. You're no good. You're worthless. Authority told him later on, maybe you're an NBA player. Then authority told him, okay, you can get a few minutes in a game. Then authority told him, you're just a defensive stopper. And every step along the way, he said, that's not the way I see myself. His self-image has kept his contempt for that authority, has turned him into a multimillionaire, an international, certainly a national, if not international celebrity, and an all-star NBA player. That's what it's done. Mm-hmm. Who averages, you're a defensive stopper? Now he's averaging better than 20 points a game. So his contempt for authority will scare off certain teams. Certain people don't know how to handle that. I think about someone like Phil Jackson, how he could handle guys like Michael Jordan with that ego, or Dennis Rodman, who's nuts, certifiably insane. Phil Jackson could harness that into a winner. I think of Angelo Dundee. Think Muhammad Ali wanted to be told what to do? When Dundee wanted, it was in a documentary, when Dundee wanted him to throw a left hook, Angelo told me this story before he passed. He would look at Ali and say, after a round of sparring, ooh, I love the way you threw that hook. Ali didn't throw a hook, but then Ali would feel good and he'd throw a hook in the next round. I think about Joe Torre managing up, talking to George Steinbrenner after they dropped 2 to Atlanta in the World Series and they were going on the road. He said, after they dropped the first one, Torre said, now we'll probably lose tonight too, but then we're going to sweep them after that. You have to know how to handle, the job of a coach, of a head coach, is to know how to handle big egos, how to harness what they got in the direction of a winner. A good head coach will harness that attitude in Jimmy Butler. A bad one won't, period.
That's not the point. Well, go ahead, Molly. I'm going to respond.
I was just going to get to actually some more quotes he had on Blake Griffin, but if you want to respond
I want to respond to that. Max, that's not the point. The problem here is not how he feels. The problem here is not how he's gotten to be who he is. The problem is his willingness to publicly disseminate it. You can feel whatever way you want to feel, but when you get paid 19 and you turn down 110 million and you turned it down for the purpose of getting 190 million, guess what? You got your hand out for somebody else's money. You actually think that any of us, you really, really think that any of us particularly likes authority? Who wouldn't want to be able to do what they want to do, when they want to do it, how they want to do it, whenever they choose, and be able to operate with impunity? All of us would love that, but guess what? We know better. And so because of that, you have to dance the dance from the perspective of recognizing the fact that you don't get to just disseminate. I understand exactly where he's coming from. Being a young black man, growing up in the United States of America, the challenges that he has had, I know exactly where he's coming from. But the point is, you don't get to that place of elevation to the degree that he's aspiring for by looking in the face of people you got your hand out for and going like this, bump y'all, I do what I want to do. You don't publicize something like that. It compromises your ultimate goal.
As a young black man in America, you've spoken very movingly about the things that your mother had done for you at an early age.
Yeah.
She's your mother's one of the most amazing people I've ever heard of.
Thank you.
And the kind of ego that gives you to go out and succeed, the way she was working 2 and 3 jobs and still had time to teach you to read and things like that. Amazing. Jimmy Butler's mother kicked him out of the house when he's 13 years old. Every step of the way, he was told by people in positions of authority, you can't, you're not good enough.
You're right.
We don't value you.
Let's keep it moving.
I'm saying you're right. All I'm saying is he can't publicize that when he's trying to get his money.
Here's the good part. He's no longer there anymore. At least I know he still wants money.
That's a general statement he said about authority, Molly.
I once asked.
I'm talking about Minnesota. He's talking about authority.
But practice.
I once asked
practice in Minnesota.
Mike Tyson about Teddy Atlas as a trainer. And Mike told me, I liken him to Bobby Knight. He's not for everyone. Mm-hmm. And I would say Jimmy Butler as a player, he's not for everyone. Right. But there are certain places where he would fit very well. You just got to know how to harness that.